welcome those of you who chose pile 1 for the You versus the Karmic Pick a Card spread. So pile 1, first question I asked was, how do they feel towards their karmic? So how does your person feel towards their karmic? And I got the Fool in reverse. So, Fool in reverse talks about feeling restless, feeling bored, wanting something new, but not feeling that it's the right time. So your person is weighing the pros and cons and taking a closer look at the relationship because things aren't as they seem. And we see that with the High Priestess card also, which I'll get to in a moment. Things aren't as they seem. So your person wants to end the relationship for greater freedom, but they're afraid and that they might have regrets if they act too hastily. So they are wanting to, good news for you, they're wanting to end the relationship with the karmic. The World card. So your person is feeling that, well, basically what the World card is saying is that whatever your person undertakes, they will prosper at. And they may have felt that the karmic was mature and offered a fulfilling relationship, but instead they got a lot of inflexibility, I feel, and disputes, because we had the Five of Staffs in reverse clarifying the World card, and that talks about inflexibility and disputes and having a hard time seeing things from each other's point of view. And this is due to, with the Five of Staffs in reverse, selfishness and self-centeredness. So that's why the cycle is ending with your person and their karmic, basically. And the next card was the High Priestess, clarified by the Ace of Staffs. So I feel that the karmic is hiding something, and as we see that your person's already sort of picked up on that, feeling that things aren't all that they seem to be. And your karmic also might be using psychology or manifestation techniques, dare I say spells. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but definitely some manipulative techniques to create a new beginning, either with your person, they want a renewal, or the Ace of Staffs could just mean that maybe the karmic wants a new romance in their life. So maybe they too have realized the end of this cycle with the World card, and they've kind of got their eye out and their feelers out looking for a new passion themselves. So that is how your person feels towards a karmic. Let's see what actions does your person plan to take towards the karmic. In the interest of time, I always shuffle and lay out the cards ahead of time, so just bear with me. The Two of Coins in reverse. So this is talking about your person. The actions, well, they're just going to continue to feel restless, basically. And it looks like your person is shouldering more of the responsibilities in the connection and needing to establish more balance with the karmic. Also, there are apparently some financial concerns between the two of them. One of the reasons for the financial concerns might have something to do with this Queen of Cups. And that was clarified by the Five of Swords in reverse and the Six of Coins in reverse. So with this energy, I feel that your person really does continue to have compassion for the karmic, but they just need to be a little bit more discriminating when it comes to the karmic, because I feel this karmic is kind of spoiled, and especially the Queen of Cups, when spoiled, this can cause them to be a drama queen. So with the Six of Coins in reverse, again, we're talking about inequality in the relationship and taking advantage of someone's goodwill. Now, this could even be your person taking advantage of the karmic, because if the karmic's a Queen of Cups, they generally tend to be, soft-hearted. Could be an aspect of that, or it could be, going along the same lines of, your person being the one who's shouldering more of the responsibility. I get the feeling there's a little bit of taking advantage of each other here, and there's some unpaid debts too. This could be putting stress and strain and delaying your person's ability to leave the situation. Also, they may feel that they owe the karmic something. So let's say they did take advantage of the karmic somehow, and they feel that they owe the karmic something. and that there are strings attached. So when they've received things from the karmic in the past, maybe the karmic being manipulative, as I felt earlier, sometimes there's a game people can play where, they'll give to you and be generous with you, but there's strings attached and they expect some sort of payback in some other way as a result of, that's the game of strings attached, right? It's not true generosity, there are strings attached. So, but I really feel with this setup of cards, these people are, they're both sort of being self-centered in the connection. So the next card we have is the Sun card, clarified by the Queen of Swords. So with the Sun card, as an action, your person plans to keep the karmic as comfortable and content as possible, I feel, because with the Five of Swords in reverse clarifying, they don't want to have, actually the Five of Swords in reverse was clarifying, okay, my mistake. Same, doesn't change the outcome of the reading, but the Five of Swords in reverse clarifying that they don't want to have any regrets. They want the karmic to go away, they just don't want her to go away mad. So don't go away mad, just go away, karmic. Your person may be mourning the loss of the good times they had with the Sun cards. They did have good times, and whenever there's a change, even good or bad, there can be some sad feelings around it. But the Queen of Swords did come out in reverse to clarify the Sun as well. And this talks about that they don't want to deal with the karmic's bitter and harsh words. The Queen of Swords in reverse is a bitch, basically. And so they want to extricate themselves from the situation without having to deal with a lot of regrets and or being attacked by this Queen of Swords in reverse, listening to her harsh words. Okay. There's a lot of planning and trying to remove themselves very carefully from that situation. So what's the outcome for your person in the karmic? Cards were very talkative about the outcome. So the outcome is that your person's going to end up single again. With the Nine of Coins, your person would be content to be alone, and they want or prefer a relationship that is easy, and has a financial freedom to it, but without the strings being attached, because we already saw that there are strings attached in the current relationship with the karmic. And the next card that we got in the outcome was the Six of Cups in reverse. This talks about your person will be taking what they learned in their past with the karmic and using it to build a better future for themselves. There's also a little sentimentality associated with that card about the past. Again, it's not entirely easy when something ends, even if it's meant to end, for you just to, completely move on without thinking about, some of the good times that you had and feeling a little bit sad about it. But move on is what your person is going to do with the Eight of Cups. They are cutting their losses, and despite their best efforts, things didn't work out between them and the karmic, and they're moving ahead with determination. That's what this card says. And it's finding a new direction after ending it with the karmic. Because we've got the Tower card here, and so castles built on sand may not stand, basically. The universe is going to step in. That's what a major arcana talks about, the universe helping out the situation, basically going to destroy your person in the karmic self-centered fortress, so to speak, and the relationship's ending is going to come, with the relationship ending will come the freedom that your person desires. So it's a very good thing for your person to help with this ending of the cycle. There's some resistance, I feel, between the two of them for whatever reason to really put an end to this, and I feel that fate is going to play a role in helping it to end. And after it ends, we've got the Nine of Cups in reverse, and I feel that your person may enter a time of overindulgences, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I'm joking, sort of. Maybe a little overindulgence in drink or food, or and you can cross your fingers, hope that that's the case, right? But careless behavior is indicated by this card, and maybe the truth of an indiscretion will be revealed regarding your person, maybe to the karmic or about the karmic. So Sometimes the Nine of Cups in reverse talks about someone becoming more spiritual and less materialistic. The Tower card also talks about sort of an, an ego destruction. Okay, so it's possible that your person be more spiritual and more in touch with their intuition, less materialistic. So I believe that's a very good thing. Very, very good thing. So next we have the Six of Staffs in reverse. And so there's work to do still, and there'll be work to do before they can enjoy the success and happiness that they seek, before they can really enjoy the freedom. It's a lot of work that's going to happen as a result of ending the relationship with the karmic. And it'll be a time of frustration and reassessing goals for your person, and a waiting period before finding love again. So it's not like this person's really not trying to rush into another commitment immediately after the end with the karmic. So hopefully you don't shoot the messenger on that. I'm just telling you what I see. I pulled some messages from your person cards here. This is a message from your person to the karmic, and what it says is, I'm planning how to approach you. So I feel that your person is planning on how to approach the karmic, and a way to let her know that the relationship is wrapping up, and just sort of all the practicalities around separating that need to be taken into account. And since we see that this person, she came out or he came out as the Queen of Cups with the Six of Coins in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse, that the karmic is not necessarily a very easy person to deal with, right? Even if they do want out themselves. So your person is planning on how to approach them, to let them know that I'm changing direction in my life. The change has come. The cycle has ended. They want to change, and that change is taking them away from the karmic, and that's what they're trying to figure out the words to say. So I pulled some romance angels cards for your person and the karmic, and pay attention to the red flags came out. The signs are cautioning you. So the karmic she is a person to contend with. And there are red flags about separating for your person that need to be taken into account. Maybe there were the red flags before and they got ignored, but whatever the case, your person has learned a lot of lessons going forward from this relationship that they're going to be able to use to build their life again and build it better. Heart-to-heart conversation, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. That just kind of comes back to the planning how to approach you, and to let the karmic know that they are changing direction in their life, I feel. So they need to have that heart-to-heart conversation. And you deserve love. You are lovable. So your person is getting in touch with their higher self, their spirituality, I feel. And they're, as cliche as it sounds, no greater love than loving yourself. And you do that through connection to source, connection to spirit. Your person may be not feeling the love. If their relationship with the karmic has been going downhill for a while, or they've been shouldering more of the responsibility, whether around the house or financially or both, they might not be feeling love. So they need to know again that they do deserve the love and they are lovable. So hopefully they're going to realize that and take care of themselves so that they can be a better partner for you, right? You want them to be a better partner for you ultimately. So the poisoned apple, jealousy. This is the card that came out from the fairy tale oracle. So I'll read this, let you know what that means. So this is number 6. Where did it go? Alright, so when this card comes to you, ask what gift it is that disguises malintent. So this is a card about your person and the karmic. There might be something forthcoming from the karmic to your person, or vice versa, that might not be what it, we already saw that there's a lot in the relationship that isn't what it seems. So going forward, it's going to continue to be a theme. And your person needs to ask what temptation has been offered that is poison for the soul. Think again and again before you accept the poisoned apple. Remember the wolf in sheep's clothing. Remember the arts that those who hunt can use, and refuse the apple. Find your own way to power, to knowledge, to love, and to wisdom. The Hanged Man, yeah, we saw a lot of that in the reading, your person trying to find knowledge and love. Yes, yes, yes. And if you have accepted the poisoned apple, fear not. You will recover, and the pain you journey through will grant you the gift of experience, true sight, and clear view of relationships. In summary, this card means you are a target of jealousy. So karmic may be jealous about the fact that your person's going to move on, or that they have you waiting in the wings to move on too. Revenge is being sought. Karmic might be potentially thinking about revenge. A person is being spiteful but hiding it. This is a time to be skeptical. Examine the source of information and ideas. Be wary of wisdom that is in some way warped. And too much trust is not advised in the current circumstances. So extricating him or herself from the karmic relationship is going to take tact, to say the least. And best wishes to your person on that. Okay. So moving on to, how does your person feel towards you? Okay. Get everything set up here. How does your person feel towards you? Let's see. All right. I just love when I get out of order. No biggie. 10 of Cups in reverse. So, your person feeling towards you, a disappointing home life that didn't turn out as expected. I don't know if the two of you were together or lived together in the past, but they're remembering that, if that's the case, that it didn't work out. Also, this could mean that your person is coming from a time where too much emphasis was put on stuff instead of on love, and they wonder if maybe you're the same way, and they wonder what your values are regarding home and family life. So they're leaving the karmic for a reason, right? It seemed like a little bit of materialistic situation with the karmic, so they're kind of feeling and wondering, if you're different, and they're coming from a place of 10 of Cups reversed with the karmic. So this is where they're coming from and how they're viewing you. So also this card means that your person's wondering how you will fit in with their family or with their tribe, with their friends. So at least they're giving it some thought. The next card here is the Four of Swords. And so I think that with the Four of Swords, your person feels you are in a rest and recovery mode. They see you as an introspective person, at least with regards to them, and that challenges have left you drained and discouraged, and that you need to restore your balance. They see a bit imbalanced, and that you need to restore balance. And they feel your relationship expectations aren't that realistic, and maybe you need to change your attitude about it. We can see the person laying here on the bed with this stained glass window has got a picture of a man and a woman. And maybe they see you, this is you, sort of like daydreaming or dreaming about this perfect relationship. And maybe they don't feel that they can give that to you, or that your expectations are a bit too high, and that needs to be, toned down a little bit. Yeah, that could be. But essentially that you've been through a hard time, maybe because of this third-party situation, and that you're introspective because of it. You're in recovery mode and you're resting. And this is sort of, validated by the Four of Cups, which also came out in how they feel for you. And it shows you being detached and even bored. And you feel like, basically, what's the point of making any changes? So they think that, you need to restore your balance, but maybe you're just depressed over the situation. You don't know that it's going to make a difference to make any changes. So, turn this down. They see you withdrawing your energy and affection from the relationship, or that, or that you have done that. Or maybe you have someone else too, and the relationship you're in is based more on security than passion. So if it's passionless, no wonder you look like this. You don't look too happy, right? I clarified the Four of Cups and got the Strength card and the Queen of Wands. So maybe you're a Leo or a fire sign energy. Don't have to be, or could be in your chart, but your person feels that with courage and persistence, as represented by the Strength card, you can get your groove back, basically, and get your colorful, confident passion back. And they may be recalling a time when this is how you were, or thinking that this is who you really are. And so it's positive that they still know that regardless of, whatever apathy or depression or boredom you may be experiencing currently, that they know that you still have this passion, this fire and strength within you, and they'd like to see that, they like to see that return. Okay. Now we can get to this. And this is basically, what are their actions towards you? And wouldn't you know that, the lovely Hanged Man loves to come out in people's actions positions. I apologize for that. I hate when I get the Hanged Man myself. But on the bright side, the Hanged Man does talk about someone who is trying to problem solve and see a way around obstacles towards a goal. And if you're the goal, well, that's positive, right? Because they're strategizing, planning on how to get towards you. So your person is letting go of old patterns and looking at this from a different perspective. And again, they may be trying to get more spiritual, like perhaps you are, because we've got the High Priestess here. So telepathic communication may be happening between the two of you. The High Priestess generally does speak of a spiritual relationship. I know that came out with the spread for the Karmic as well. There, in that scenario, it fit more that the Karmic was hiding something, but it's possible your person feels that you're hiding something as well. So the next card I got was the Five of Coins. So I feel that they made, or they're going to make, an emotional sacrifice to come towards you, probably a financial sacrifice to come towards you as well. But they are having, or feeling, that they have nothing to offer you. Because if, a separation, especially if it's a divorce, that can be extremely costly. And maybe they're just spent because of everything they've gone through with the Karmic, and they don't feel like they have anything to offer you. And so that's what that card is sort of feeling towards me. The High Priestess card talks about your person going within to feel you out through their intuition, and as I feel they do know that you are spiritually connected in some way, and they're trying to get more information on you through their intuition, because they find you, like I said, very hard to read. And they do look up to you and think that you're a very wise woman and with a very fertile mind. And so that's why they feel that you're worth the effort of all this contemplation and potential communication coming in here with the Ace of Swords. As indicated by the Hanged Man, they are trying to get clarity or understanding, and they want to communicate with you, especially because they feel that you can teach them very much. The more I read this spread, it does seem like they're trying to get more spiritual. They are thinking about a new beginning with you, and I feel that there is love here with the Ace of Swords. The Water Sign card in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse rather, is speaking about instability due to the Karmic feeling left out in the cold, I feel. I believe the Karmic came out as the Queen of Cups in their reading, so she's in reverse here. And she was manipulative in their reading, so I feel, still manipulating or trying to manipulate the situation going forward. And for this reason, your person may be wondering if it's better to let you go as well as the Karmic. This is for some of you. Take what resonates. If it doesn't fit, don't take it. But I think with these two cards coming out one on top of the other, there is a sense that this person, the actions they're taking, definitely leaving the karmic out in the cold, which we already saw, separation in their spread, but also, concerns about the karmic going forward, making them feel fearful. And also they may find you overly idealistic. Again, we saw that with the Four of Swords, that maybe you are idealistic. That's also indicated by her as well, the High Priestess. And perhaps that you are shutting yourself off to them out of fear, which is, understandable. But if you want this person, then you're going to need to work through those fears of rejection or just any hang-ups that you have regarding your person, based on the fact that they've had you in a third-party situation, or that they've been involved with somebody else. So the Four of Coins also says your person has fears about losing control to you. We already saw they look up to you, right? And this thought makes them feel very insecure, and they're worried about their money too. But I really feel like they feel like they have fears of losing control to you, because you are a powerful person, and they do love you and look up to you. So control is important to your person, and they don't want to lose that. So they're going to try to just hang out and get away with hanging out for as long as possible until, but you do have some communication coming in, indicated by the Ace of Swords, the desire for a new beginning as well. So let's see here. Excuse me. So what's the outcome between you and your person? So the outcome between you and your person is the Knight of Swords. Again, with the communication, you will be hearing from this person. And however, with it being the Knight of Swords, there's potential sharp words that are going to be exchanged between the two of you. The Knight is he's a wise guy. Not a gangsta, he might be, no. But he's a wise person, just, I would say no, he's more clever than wise, there's a difference. But whatever this talks about, it's talking about quick action in the outcome for you guys regarding communication. And so if the both of you can become more tolerant and more flexible, as is called for by this card, and that you can find a way to let your person maintain the sense of freedom that they desire, because we saw already that that's important to your person, you may have a new start here. Because with the Six of Swords in reverse, your person's unable to move on from you, and you're, unable to move on from them. So even though outdated ideas and delays interfere with you two, as indicated by the Six of Swords in reverse, interference from others also creates obstacles. The Seven of Wands, come here, you. Seven of Wands did come out, and that talks about overcoming obstacles. So it's a really good sign for overcoming obstacles, even interference from other people. And this could include competition as well. So if you don't give up on each other, you can resolve your difficulties. This is what that card is saying. And then the next card is the Judgment card, talking about making a judgment call, that you'll both have to face a decision about this connection, and you'll need to come clean to each other and face the good and the bad between you. And also, this will result in turning your confusion into a rebirth in this connection. So once you sort through what you need to sort through and decide what works and what doesn't regarding your connection, there is real chance for a renewal in this connection. In fact, I'm seeing that very strongly, that there is a renewal in this connection with the communication coming forth, and your person and you both showing the energy of willing to fight for the connection. So a wake-up call has come, I feel, for your person with the Tower card, but it is coming, going to continue to attract to you a reconciliation or a renewal in this connection. In the outcome, we do have the Justice card in reverse. So if your person is married, they're getting a divorce. If not, because it's in reverse, though, it's talking about a delay in legal matters. If it's not divorce or legal matters, then it's talking about an unfairness in some other situation. The one of you who has more power in the situation, because this card talks about a discrepancy in power and imbalance in the power dynamic in the connection. So the one with more power may be overly severe in their punishment or criticism, whatever the case may be, and the powerless one, the one with less power, will feel angry and resentful for being treated unfairly. And we got the Queen of Coins in reverse. And so this unfairness may be happening to an earth sign energy. If you're an earth sign or have it in your chart or resonate with that. If not, then don't take it. It can still apply to you. But Queen of Coins in reverse also talks about questionable finances going forward. Again, if there's a divorce occurring, that's very costly. Also, the Queen in reverse is kind of spendy, so you might want to watch your finances, and that could be a source of the inequality in the relationship or connection going forward, and a source of contention and unhappiness. Also unhappiness can be caused by status, wealth, security, all the things related to the coins energy. And so, or with her in reverse could mean using sex as a bartering tool. So I don't know if this is something that your person experienced with or is accustomed to from the karmic, but if you're not on board with that, you need to stand up for yourself and let them know, hey, that's not me. We're not going to play that game. Or if you're the type of person that gives a little sugar when you want to get your hair done or something, and you know what I mean. You might want to watch that, curb that a little bit. No judgment here. This is a no judgment zone, but this is what this card is saying, that there's some contention and unhappiness that could arise from such behaviors, if that's the case. Otherwise, this is just warning you that there is going to be delay and some unfairness getting resolved. Okay. So, the messages from your person that I pulled for you and your person, we got 3 of them came out. There's someone else I have to deal with first. So obviously we know that. I regret giving up on you. So at some point in the past, this person gave up on you, and that could explain why you're being a little bit 4 of Coins in reverse about it, and 4 of Cups, just kind of withholding and a little bit resistant. You and I have unfinished business. That's why this person wants to communicate with you, and this person wants to come back and have a renewal in the connection, because you have unfinished business. And the romance angel cards that came out for you and your person. First is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So, you've been in a third-party situation, you haven't had your person all to yourself all this time. You really do need to get to know one another again, get on the same page about a lot of things. Communication's going to help that, and it's going to deepen your bond, and that's important to having a successful outcome with this person, obviously. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That's the next romance angel card that came out. Loving yourself first. So I feel like, you've been through a lot. Your person has seen that you've been through a lot. They know that they've put you through a lot, I feel. And if you want to get back in your strength and Queen of Wands cards energy of being, Stella got a groove back, then you really do need to love yourself first, and that will make you more romantically attractive to this person. So if you need to use the fact that it's going to make you more romantically attractive to your love as motivation to take better care of yourself, well then, damn, just do it. But obviously you want to love yourself first and foremost for you. You are your number one. You need to come first. And, it's just a fortunate side effect that this will help this person to see you as more attractive as well. And for you, I did something that I didn't do for your person and their karmic, because screw them. I got some advice cards. We got moving forward fearlessly. So the Healing with the Fairies cards say that it is safe for you to move forward fearlessly. You're making a big breakthrough in your life by putting your divinely inspired ideas into action. Trust that you are guided each step of the way. And this card says that your gut feelings, dreams, and impulses aren't just examples of wishful thinking. They represent the germination of new projects and situations that are vehicle for your divine life mission. Don't ignore these gifts from heaven, which come on the wings of repetitive, strong thoughts and feelings. So fearlessly take one step to dismantle any part of your life that's out of integrity and walk towards your heart's desires. And yeah. So you can affirm, I move forward fearlessly, trusting that each step I take is perfectly guided. Next card we got was the new location. So you may be getting a new job or moving home. So a change of venue is coming your way, most likely a new residence. However, it could also mean changing your location of employment. And this could also be talking about if there's a geographical distance between you and your love, that might be closing. You might be moving closer to one another, or maybe in the future, things going well, you will end up moving in together. So you're encouraged by this card to write a list of features you desire in your new home or workplace so that you can manifest and acquire it. Okay? And then the Stand Your Ground card came out. I think this is my favorite of the fairy Healing with the Fairy cards for this reading, because I really feel like this just strikes to the heart of the matter regarding you specifically. The fairies ask you to make decisions based on your true and honest feelings and stick to these decisions and don't allow outside influences to cause you to waver. When you're really honest with yourself, you know what your desires are, yet other people may be pressuring you to betray your true feelings. This card signifies that your original decision is valid and that you mustn't let outside influences sway you. While it's always wise to listen to the counsel of others, don't allow your own needs to be compromised. Don't be afraid to tell others how you feel. When you speak your truth, new solutions become apparent that allow for win-win situations, and as soon as people are aware of your true desires, they will help you find a way to make them come to fruition without compromising their own needs. And everyone will feel happier as a result, and your self-confidence will increase as you take care of yourself, and others will respect you for standing your ground. Affirm, I speak my truth powerfully and lovingly. I trust in my strong feelings and stand my ground in following them. So those are your advice cards. The Fairy Tale Oracle card that I pulled for you and your person is the Wood Maiden. Trust. So that's number 39, and let's see here, 39. All right. This is a card that encourages you to trust at this moment that although what is taking place seems unreal and you will doubt your own experience, you would do best to trust that it has taken place for a reason. The gifts you have been offered need not be questioned. It's a time to arrest cynicism and to be careful of who you share the gift with. Some will disbelieve you, and in some ways they will rob you of what is most precious. It is now a time to believe and to share and to know that there is an other world where allies exist. Hold close this gift and trust that it is as it seems to be. It is good and it is true. Summary of the meaning is, trust in a gift given. Be content with simple things. A good nature brings great rewards. This card's talking about you being an innocent and sweet temperament. Even small rewards can yield great changes. And awareness can come at a price. Okay? Awareness can come at a price. So, alright. And even small rewards can yield great changes. I just felt like repeating those two. I feel like those resonate with the reading and in some deeper way here. Small changes. And we saw that, your person is encouraging you to make positive changes. Basically just chipping away those parts of you that are inauthentic, those defense mechanisms. But, you need to follow your own truth. Above and beyond tarot readings or anything else, because you know what's best for you, and stand your ground. And this was going to make you more attractive, and forget attractive, it's going to make you feel the way you deserve to feel, and that is in your power and loved. Thank you for tuning in, Pile 1. I hope that this reading resonated with you and that you were able to find it helpful in some way. If it didn't, then best wishes in finding a reader who does resonate with you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share your story in the comment section if you'd like to. And I will talk to you next time. Thanks for tuning in, Pile 2. Here is your reading of You versus the Karmic. We're going to start with, how does your person feel about their karmic? So the first card we got for this section is the Tower card. So your person, it looks like after a refusal by one or both of them to take action, something happens. The universe steps in to force them to face reality. So this is facing reality big time, basically. The Tower card in this position can talk about a breakup or major change being imminent. I almost feel like this is something that might have happened in the recent past or is about to happen, but it's them not facing challenges that they've needed to face, and your person is seeing this and feeling this and senses that a breakup is imminent between them and the karmic. The next card is the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is your person feeling that they need to get their affairs in order, and that to break through, this trap that they find themselves in, they must change the way that they see and do things. So as you can see, the person on the card has a blindfold on, but at any time they can remove this blindfold, so it's in your person's power to see things more clearly if they choose to. And this is also a card about rejecting social norms or the status quo. So the whole going along to get along scenario, your person hasn't wanted to maintain the status quo perhaps in this relationship, and that's what's contributing to the downfall or the difficulties that they're having. There's also a sense of a fear of being alone with the Eight of Swords in reverse, and again, not facing the truth. Your person may be seeing that the karmic is not facing the truth. Take it as it resonates, but the need here, I really feel, is that your person needs to stop listening to others and to listen to their own inner guidance, and perhaps one or both of them, the karmic or your person, are relying on others for financial support, and this can be creating a conflict or a codependency in the relationship. The next card to come out is the King of Wands upright, and so I kind of feel this is like future position, or this is a turn for the better almost with the King of Wands here. This could be your person if they're a fire sign energy. They don't have to be, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius could be in their chart, but basically the traits of the King of Wands is someone that you can trust to do the right thing. So they want to do the right thing, or at least what they see the right thing to be. And this is an active person who is loyal and intelligent, adventurous. This is a leader, and it's also an affectionate and a passionate person as well. Okay? So this is how this person is feeling towards their karmic. But that card is clarified by the Six of Coins in reverse. And the Six of Coins in reverse talks about an imbalanced between give and take, and an unequal distribution of power in the connection with the karmic. So someone's needs aren't being met here. I feel that this card applies to both of them, but it's likely that it's really applying to your person, since it came out clarifying your person. Their needs aren't being met by the karmic, and so what your person needs is more encouragement and more support in a connection than what they're getting. So that is how they're feeling towards the karmic. Let's see what actions does your person plan to take towards the karmic. The first card in this position is the Star card. So it looks like your person is going to use their gifts in a beneficial way towards the relationship with the karmic. As they find the relationship with them to be, still be inspiring despite the setbacks and the tower moments that they have, and that they are planning to nurture this relationship going forward using the past experiences that they're learning, and to help the relationship to grow and to tend to their shared dreams. As we see, the lady in the card on the star card is nurturing using water and pouring it on the ground, so tending to the garden. And I feel they do have mutual dreams, and this is something that your person is planning to continue to nurture because of, I feel, because of the efforts they've already put in from the past with the karmic. Maybe they've been with the karmic for a while. Doesn't have to be, but there's a sense that they're working on something together to me. And further actions your person plans on taking is the Two of Cups. So they're going to continue to act as a partner to this karmic. They're going to try to cooperate and understand the karmic and be understood. And so the Two of Cups in this position also talks about joining forces creatively. Again, they might be working on a project together or working together in some capacity. But the Two of Cups is about mutual respect and mutual caring, and it talks about bringing out the best in each other. So don't shoot the messenger, but your person and the karmic, are working on something together, and they do wish to continue to work on this relationship in a loving way going forward. If your person is represented by the fire sign energy, the fire signs are pretty loyal, and they don't give up very easily. So even with a tower moment, or even if the tower moment hasn't happened and they're suspecting that it might happen, they might be trying to ward it off as best they can, by cooperating and looking at the bright side of the situation, trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel. The next card from your person regarding what actions they plan to take towards the karmic is the Nine of Wands. And this is also about resolving difficulties. So this is the want to finish a job and to do it well, do a job well done. So again, there's a feeling of them working on something together. And it's also a card about learning about yourself or the relationship. So the intention is to continue to learn on the relationship, to work on the relationship, but it's also a pause in the battle. So whatever difficulties that they've had or are having, they're going to take a rest break from that, put that to rest for a moment, and sort of just recognize what it is that they came together for in the first place, and try to grow from that. And that's what I'm feeling there. So what is the outcome for your person and the karmic? Outcome. Got the Two of Wands. So I feel that your person and the karmic too probably are just going to wait and see, the results of a venture that they're participating in together, whatever that might be, and wait and see the results of the efforts that we see that they're putting into the relationship to try to nurture it back to health, I guess you could say. And this card also talks about, continuing to build a rewarding relationship, trying to make it rewarding, right? Trying to recognize where it's rewarding and go from there. And I really feel there's some sort of creative partnership. I can't quite put my finger on regarding your person in the karmic. But we do have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is an air sign energy. This might represent the karmic. It talks about a lack of drive to handle the task at hand. So we saw earlier with the Six of Coins in reverse, clarifying the King of Wands, that your person doesn't feel fully supported, encouraged, or that there is an equal give and take or balance in the relationship. And this could be because the karmic is, not up to the task of whatever project that they're working on, whether that project just be their relationship or like an actual endeavor or business together. And this card also talks about confusion. So there's confusion around that, and withholding of information, as someone is not wanting to say, what it is they really mean. So, the reverse Knight of Swords is about miscommunication or poor communication between the karmic and your person. It's also a card about arguments, a rift in the relationship, and the want of more freedom. So, could be that the karmic is being, a bit difficult here, and that's how it certainly looks. We've got the Five of Wands, talks about a conflict of egos and the stubborn refusal to compromise or make necessary changes. So going forward, there's still going to be these petty ego battles between your person and the karmic, and a real need for them to get back on track with things. So it certainly isn't smooth sailing, despite whatever hopes or plans they have for their relationship or connection. There is stubborn refusal on one or both of their parts to, really compromise, and I do feel like it's the karmic. Could be your person too, but it seems more like the karmic at this time to me. So messages from your person, the messages we got from your person to the karmic were, you're the only one who really knows me at all. So your person with the Two of Cups, we saw that there is real mutual understanding between the two of them, and that's validated by this card, that your person feels that the karmic knows them, knows them the best, really knows them. And also your person is saying, I'm sorry I was dishonest and selfish to you. So this is what your person is saying to the karmic. So like I said, it's probably the both of them having these miscommunications, and not saying exactly what they mean in the partnership. Takes two to tango, right? So the romance angel cards that came out for your person in the karmic, the make the effort card, and we did see already that your person is making the effort towards healing any rifts in the situation. This card says great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take, and it feels like your person does feel that this is a true love, that this is a great love for them, and a romance of a lifetime. And the possibility for that looks like it's because of past life relationship. You have known each other before. So the connection with your person in the karmic is a deep one, and it is rooted in past lives. Now, don't freak out, because, most soulmate relationships, and we have many of them, we have many soulmates, do have past life connections. And oftentimes when we see this card, it's talking about karma that needs to be resolved from past lives, and that once that karma is resolved, then the couple, parts ways. And it's not always an indication that the couple is going to be together forever, okay? But they are making an effort because of this past life connection, where evidently they were true loves in that lifetime. The fairy tale oracle card that I got for your person in the karmic is Tamlin, Battle, which seems fitting considering what we read in the reading so far about their relationship. So when this card comes out, they are being reminded of their amazing power to free others by refusing to give in to overwhelming forces. Your person is strong and can set an incredible example of courage and pride. They're proud of their family and their name and their choices, even when they have seen them walk outside of what is considered to be the right thing to do. And I think in their reading it said about the status quo, and needing to sort of being advised by the cards basically to not go along with the status quo, the way that they're quote unquote supposed to do things, but instead march to the beat of their own drummer. So this card is saying that is the right thing for your person to do, and we know from the cards that your person does wish to do the right thing. So what does this mean for them? It means that despite the rules that they have broken, You have done this for the right reasons. Your immense resolve and determination are an inspiration to others and always will be, and are so powerful that you are able to inspire others to become truly themselves. This might be, part of what this relationship was meant to do, inspire others through being true to yourself. That's quite an example to set. So, be like Janet of the Tamlin story and set others free through refusing to be intimidated. Stay true to yourself and your own values even when you walk in the strange land. Love is also at the heart of this story, the refusal to discard a lover because they are in difficult circumstances, instead choosing to be strong and supportive. So when this card appears, you know you can stand by friends and loved ones, and your support means the world to them. Especially during a difficult trial or even court case, you are a tower of strength and it will be appreciated, and so much love will be yours. But do not do this for reward. You do this because it's right and because the love you have goes beyond good times. It extends to the nightmares that all humans experience through their lives, and your loyalty is a shining light for others to reach for in their darkest moments. So summary of the meaning of this card is to face the conflict with courage, hold true and hold fast, loyal, steadfast, true to your own values, devotion through hard times, passing a test, rescue and redemption, coming home, honoring yourself, a time of fertile ideas and actions, and help from a strong female. I think there's a lot that resonates from that card that pertains to the reading regarding your person's loyalty and loyalty to the karmic, and the desire to put forth the effort to sort of resolve issues and set an example, despite the fact that there are a lot of forces working against the relationship, and that it might just be a matter of resolving their karma in order to move forward in a new direction, whether that be together or apart. So that is it for your person and their karmic. So let's see what your person feels about you. And let's see. Excuse me. We got the Hanged Man as the first card. So I feel that your person is suspended in how they feel about you, right? They're stagnating, and they're trying to see things from a different perspective, but I feel that they're taking a different direction at this time. And it's difficult for them to give up the security that they apparently have with the karmic. We saw that one or both of them rely on each other for financial reasons, or they have some sort of a business or endeavor together. But I also feel that your person sees you making sacrifices for them, or that you have made sacrifices for them, and they appreciate that. But I feel like they are also seeing you transform. Like maybe you're not doing as much as you used to do for them, and you're kind of getting away from being so self-sacrificing, which is probably a good thing. Then we have the Three of Coins in reverse. So your person, yeah, they may be somebody that you used to work with. If not, just discard that. But the Three of Coins in reverse can say that your person may see you not making the best of your abilities due to a lack of self-confidence. And they also feel that they've made you feel unappreciated, and that you've invested a lot in your connection with them, but they haven't really reciprocated the way you would like them to. So that kind of speaks towards what was said with the Hanged Man, and perhaps that is transforming now, and you're coming out of that energy maybe. The Four of Coins is the next card that comes out. It's in reverse. So your person, I feel, has a conservative attitude and a lack of vision regarding their connection with you. And this is what has led to the stagnation with the Hanged Man. Excuse me, because of the obstacles with third party. This is also a card about stopping clinging to old ideas, and it urges you to put aside your fears. So we saw that your person feels that you have talents, but that you are not using them to their fullest capability out of fear. So this is a card indicating, that you should set aside those fears and stop clinging to your old ideas so that you can, advance yourself. And also, I think that they see that you are sensing that your power is dwindling here. It could be them seeing that their power is dwindling over you. I think it's a little bit of both, and there is insecurity for that. And again, someone depending on a partner for financial support. So the dependence of any kind, regardless of who it's with, undermines self-confidence. So I think this card is saying, that it's a good thing to stand on your own 2 feet and be self-reliant whenever possible. So that's how your person feels towards you at this time. Let's see what actions your person plan on taking towards you. You got several cards here for this. And the first card in the actions position for you and your person is the Star card. And this is talking about that your person is hoping. They're hoping for you. So I don't know if that's an action, but they're hoping, and they're watching you from afar, it looks like. So maybe on social media or through friends and acquaintances. I think they still see you as the light at the end of the tunnel, and an inspiration for them that they call upon to help them navigate their path with their karmic, ironically. So you inspire them to use their gifts and intuition to start a new and happier phase in their life. So they find you inspiring, and they keep an eye on you, and they continue to hope for you, because we've got the Ten of Coins here, which is a very positive card in a relationship spread. And I feel that they are viewing you as their end game. They're viewing you as their end game, and they wish to provide for you financially, or that they would like to. This is a card about achieving enough abundance to live comfortably and still be able to afford to take you out and have fun. So it's about having disposable income and a family and a home. And this is something that they're wishing for with the Star card. But I went ahead and clarified the Ten of Coins in this position. We've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. So what this saying is that your person is very worried to the point, of agonizing about the fear that they may never have this ten of Coins with you. And maybe they need help financially themselves. That might be why they're with the karmic, and or why they can't come forward and have this with you. They fear that your relationship is either over or unfixable due to the rejection and feeling unloved that they've caused you. The next card that clarifies here is the Nine of Cups. And this is saying that they may have some measure of the Ten of Cups, this happy home energy indicated by the Ten of Cups with the karmic already. And so this contributes to shame, I feel, that about how they mistreated you. And that also the fact that they want to have the Ten of Cups with you, and yet they can't have it with you. They're having it with the karmic right now to some degree, right? So, but the Nine of Cups definitely does still say that they maintain a hope for the two of you to have this happy home together and be each other's endgame. So next we have the Five of Staffs. So the Five of Staffs is that your person views you as their territory, basically, and that they will fight with you to stay. They want you to stay theirs, quote unquote theirs. That you're their property. But that's kind of hypocritical, considering that's they're keeping their own options open, by having the karmic. So this is an ego battle, a point of contention between the two of you. In my opinion, it's a good point of contention, because that's not fair that they should feel proprietary over you while having someone else on the side. or being involved in another connection. But there is a sense of a stubborn refusal to compromise or make needed changes between the two of you. I feel that your person, somehow they're not coming across in that honorable King of Wands energy with regard to you. They don't want anybody else to have you. So let's see. Now, what is the outcome for pile 2 and their person? The outcome for pile 2 and their person. Well, he does show up as the King of Staffs in your reading as well. He just doesn't want anybody else to have you, though. So the outcome for you and your person, yes, we have already discussed that he is, or she, is an active and energetic, passionate person, and they intend to do the right thing by you. But I think this card is basically saying that there's going to be continued feelings of affection and passion between the two of you going forward, regardless of circumstances. The Judgment card, Major Arcana card, is here as well in your outcome, and that talks about a wake-up call for the two of you and awakening to a decision that needs to be made. But first you need to assess the situation to make sure you're making the right decision for you as well as for this connection. This will be a time of judging your lives, your actions, and your choices so that you can move forward with more clarity and maturity. It's also a card about potential rejuvenation or rebirth, but I hesitate to say that because we have the Lovers in reverse. Lovers in reverse here in your outcome, which is a card about separation between you and your person. So if you're not in separation now, you're going to be. I feel that you probably are already in separation. Maybe this is a card about no communication. You might be going into a period of no communication. Take what resonates and what fits your situation. But this card talks about being unable to connect with the object of your desire and unable to express love, or the fear of rejection if you were to express your love. So I don't know if the I love yous have been exchanged between the two of you, but there is definitely in the outcome a fear of continuing to express love if that's the case. This card indicates unhappiness about a decision one has made. So there's a possibility that whatever decision that one or both of you makes regarding this connection going forward can lead to unhappiness. So choose wisely. But it's also saying that there is some manipulation here and incompatibility, as well as outer circumstances continuing to come between the two of you. So don't let your person manipulate you. We've already seen, the hypocrisy of wanting to keep you to themselves while simultaneously being in a connection with the Karmic, which looks like that's going to continue into the future because we've got the Two of Cups here, clarifying the Lovers in reverse, and the Knight of Staffs. I think that was actually in reverse. Yes, the Knight of Staffs was in reverse. So what the Two of Cups is saying in your outcome is that your person is going to continue to, I feel this is about continuing to be with the Karmic and presenting themselves as a harmonious and understanding, balanced relationship. But what the Knight of Staffs is saying is that that all is not as it seems. So if you hear through the grapevine that they're doing fine, or you see them on social media looking like the happy couple, you saw their reading. It's not all rainbows and butterflies by any means. There are a lot of conflicts and karma that they're working through. So just, keep that in mind, that what you're seeing online might not be reliable regarding your person and their Karmic. And the Knight of Staffs does talk about a communication coming between you and your person, but it's just a delayed communication, and that they might not be really reliable when they make this communication because of their continued involvement with the Karmic, unfortunately. So there's going to be a continued lack of trust between you and your person, and this talks about the relationship either ending if that's what you decide, one or both of you decides to do that, or again about delays and postponement, so a relationship being postponed. So let's see what your messages are from your person. All right. The first message we got from your person is the trust me, we will reconcile. So it looks like the Judgment card is saying that you will reconcile. There will be a rejuvenation or rebirth in your connection at some point in the future. So, and your person also says, I know it's hard, but be patient with me. And your person does want you to be patient with them as they work through their karmic lessons and obligations to their karmic from their past life situation. The Romance Angels cards came out. Several came out. We've got the Separation card. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So we already saw that was indicated by the Lovers in reverse. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So during this time, if you have parent issues that you need to work through, it would be a good time to do that. And also, I feel that there's some past life stuff like we saw with the karmic and your person, that that could be some of the things that they're working on, the healing the family issues. If it's something that stems, I could just get this feeling of this past life situation between the two of them, where things were where they were a family, and there are some dynamics that still need to be worked out. But your love life will benefit as you forgive your parents. So the next card we got was the unrequited love here. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So I feel that this card is talking about that your attraction to each other has taken a hit, so to speak, because of the fact of the manipulation, the third party situation, and the games that have been played between the two of you, and the separation and on and off nature of the relationship. So it doesn't mean that the relationship doesn't have love, it just means that the attraction has taken a hit because of these circumstances, right? And we already saw that your person is seeing you as someone who is feeling rejected and or unloved, and I sense that they feel that way as well. And there is shame. We saw that in your reading. There's shame from your person regarding making you feel that way. Getting to know each other. That's your next card. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So when you get back together, as is indicated by your person, they say, trust me, we will reconcile. Then there will be a period of getting to know each other again. It will almost be like it's a new relationship, I feel, because quite a bit of time may pass between you two really being able to be in a connection that is not obscured by other connections, like to this karmic. So at that time, you will really get to experience one another in a new way, and hopefully come to it from a more healed place. And with the separation card, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So I really feel that's a positive way for the romance angel cards to wrap up, that you do need to get to know each other, and there will be an opportunity when you reconcile to do that again. Now the healing with the fairy oracle card was the Frog Prince, and it's a card that talks about intimacy. So I'm going to read from the book on that one, the Frog Prince. And this is, like we said, a card about intimacy, that you are not willing to let people in at present and allow them to understand who you truly are, or learn who they truly are. So whether this is in the past or in the present, this is why this need to get to know each other is here between you and your person, because of the inability or unwillingness between one or both of you to really get to know each other on an intimate level. Often I find that people who are attracted to unavailable people do this from a subconscious place of not wanting to be vulnerable. So if you're attracted to someone who's unavailable, there's no real risk of you having to be intimate with them, right? Not a real risk of having to be vulnerable. So that's part of it, some sort of a way that you avoid intimacy, and this card is basically telling you to not avoid intimacy, and also that you are not seeing people not truly. You are seeing only what is there before you, and it is not what it seems. So I think this talks about the karmic again. We saw that the card said that things aren't as they seem with them, with the Page of Staffs in reverse, I believe. Or was it the Knight of Staffs? The message is the same. So there are qualities available to you at present: charm and learning and wisdom and intimacy. Share the food from your plate. Share your thoughts and words. There is someone who wishes to get to know you very deeply, but you are repulsed. Or maybe you will be in the future if they make you wait too long, right? And this is what you must ponder when this card comes to you. And if you have made a promise, you must keep it. The power of the word is very strong. And so if you think you can take the benefits of a relationship without the intimacy and lessons that a relationship demands, it can't happen. And if you work through the challenges of true intimacy, all the fear and abhorrence we feel in opening up to one another will be rewarded. This is not a tale about accepting people regardless of their looks, although there is a touch of that here too. It's truly about deep relationships and the difficulty we feel in becoming truly intimate with one another and sharing our lives with another. Relinquishing our isolation can repulse us, but the princess, by keeping her word and letting him grow close to her, breaks a spell. And while in some of its tellings it would seem that the reward is the beauty of the true prince hidden within the form of the frog, it is truly about intimacy and closeness and the great rewards it can bring. It's also about keeping our word. So the message for you is twofold. Who or what are you keeping at arm's length? What have you to lose by allowing a worthy soul to grow close to you? What promises have you made that you have not fulfilled? So summary of the meaning of this card is: learn to give of yourself, find the value in relationships, reduce your attachment to possessions. Why are you keeping people at a distance? Keep your word, consider everyone equally. Intimacy requires discomfort at first. You will grow closer soon to loved ones. Share your feelings, your time, your affection, growing closeness and openness. So that is the Frog Prince. And one of the advice cards that came out from the Healing with the Fairies is the Making New Friends card. So in the Frog Prince, we just heard that you need to ask yourself, why are you keeping people at a distance? I think this card is saying that in the meantime, while you and your person are in separation, there is no reason why you can't make new friends. Spend time with like-minded individuals who see your value and your worth. Also, if you are healing family issues yourself, then sometimes family members are just toxic, and you really can't afford to be that close to them. And that is not a judgment or a rejection of them. That is just honoring and respecting yourself. And so if you need to distance yourself from family members, you can choose your own support system and the type of friends that you surround yourself with. People who value you, who see your worth, and add positivity to your life. I think that's another meaning of the Making New Friends. But it can also say that maybe you should be dating. If you're not dating and your person is in another situation, there's no reason why you shouldn't also be checking out your options, even though we can see that that your person would not like you to do that, like, at all. I mean, you have to make that judgment call ultimately and do what's best for you. But I advise you to follow your own intuition. I definitely think that you've got some wonderful new friends on the horizon for you. It's a wonderful way to spend your time, and don't be afraid to get close to people. Use your intuition to decide who is worthy of your friendship, but don't be too closed off, as we saw with the Frog Prince card. Okay. And then the other advice card from the Angel Answers is the Communicate Clearly. So we already know that your person and the karmic have difficulty communicating. So don't let that be an issue for the two of you when you reconcile and when you're getting to know each other. Go ahead and make sure that you speak your truth with love and communicate. Say what you need to say, right? So just go ahead and say what you need to say, and so that you can truly attract like-minded people who are going to love and support you in the way that you deserve. And this will allow you to get to know one another again on that deeper level that the cards advise and tell you is going to happen. So I thank you, Pile 2, for tuning in. I hope that these messages resonated with you. If so, go ahead and let me know in the comments section below if you feel drawn to. Otherwise, like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Good night.